So welcome back to Lee Charles, the Martial Arts Success Guy. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how you sell, how you close everybody that walks into your martial arts school. You ready? Watch this. So welcome back, here we go. How do you close everybody? Come on, Master Charles. It's impossible to close every single person, every new prospect that comes into your martial arts school that basically on one of your programs, on some of your programs. Well, I disagree. I think it is possible, and I'm going to show you and give you a certified method of exactly how you do and will and can close everybody. So here we go. I'm going to dive straight into it. The first thing you have to do is provide this person with what's called a person analysis. You see, there's only a couple of reasons why people don't buy for you. The first reason is they don't really have enough value invested in the product. They don't think it's valuable enough for them. The second reason is possibly is that they don't have enough urgency. In other words, why should I buy from you today? What's the importance in that? And the last thing, and maybe probably the most common thing you're going to come across, is they just don't have the money. They cannot afford the thing, the program that you are selling on that day. So how do we overcome those three things? It's really quite simple. Now, it's much more difficult, by the way, if you're trying to sell somebody on the telephone. But when you have somebody in person come into your martial arts school, they've taken several mega steps. You already have them. They're already, in fact, already sold. They just don't know it yet. Did I use the word sold? Look at us, sounded like a used car salesman. Well, understand this, folks. Until you first sell a membership of some kind, of some description, you don't have a student. Translation, you don't have a school. And if you're one of those funny guys out there that teaches for free, good luck with that. I wish you the very best. That won't carry on forever and ever and a day. Now, back to the subject. How do we address those three issues? Well, it's really quite simple. You use a person analysis. And the person analysis allows you to find out exactly why they have come to your school on that exact day, and it also reaffirms in their mind of why they need to do it now, as in right now. So Mrs. Smith, you've already explained to us and we've demonstrated to you by use of our introductory lesson, our introductory class, exactly how we can improve Johnny's confidence, how we can get to set better goals. In fact, Johnny, sit up straight, good man. See, we increase his discipline almost instantaneously, and that's a level of standard that we will maintain throughout his whole program here. We know how valuable it is to him, right? Yeah, Master Charles, that's great. Okay, let's get you started. Now you can see this is our program, and this is where we lay it out, and there's a set format and a set tuition payment. So you're going to say to me, okay, Clever Clogs, Master Charles, how are you going to sell everybody when they just cannot afford your program? Well, you ask this very simple question. Now, admittedly, you can get caught out. Some clever bright spark might say, well, I don't have any money at all. In which case, it's time for some kung fu training. But the bottom line is what they're doing, wasting your time. They know there's a price to pay to train at a martial arts school. They've come with some form of payment. If you've qualified them correctly on the telephone before they've arrived, you've already told them how much they need to bring approximately if they decide to press forward or move forward with your program. Oh, it's a 30-day free trial, whatever it is. Yes, but I would bring $99, ma'am, or £99 or £49 as our special introductory offer. I'll explain more when I see you. Oh, but I thought it was free. That's right, ma'am. It is absolutely free. Correct. Look forward to seeing you. We'll see you there at 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. Now, back to my point. So what are you going to say when they say, I can't afford it? You present the program. Now, you should be presenting your programs in a set format. Now, notice I'm using the words program, not membership. You don't want to be selling memberships to martial arts school. You don't want to be selling monthly memberships. So that's a whole new video that you should watch about why you shift from selling memberships to programs. The massive shift we made 15 years ago quadrupled my net revenue overnight. You believe me, not believe me, trust me, there's a lot of people out there that will verify we were making real real money out of our martial arts businesses, and so with tens, if not hundreds of our clients. Now, needless to say, how do you handle it? Well, when you sell a program and you offer them the price, it's going to be, ma'am, $99 down or £99 down, £100 a month, £99 a month. You can't really afford it. I can't afford it. Translation is you haven't given them or shown them there's enough value. Well, Mrs. Smith, we already decided how important this was, right, to your son. Yep, I was looking at my personalities here. We said more discipline was very, very important to you. He's having some problems at home. Johnny, do you keep your bedroom tidy? Yes, sir. Good. Well, that's one of the things. Actually, ma'am, that's one of the first things in our life skill training that we'll teach Johnny to do, just by day one. He'll get his first little merit badge on that by the next session, providing, of course, you've signed off on it. Now, needless to say, you also talked about him being bullied at school. It's pretty important. Can I ask you a question, Mrs. Smith? Were you ever bullied at school? I know I was. I know actually that's why I started martial arts myself personally. And it was a life-transforming experience for me, as you can see. Now, Mrs. Smith, we've already agreed on the benefits, right? You know this is going to be extremely valuable to your son, correct? Or it could be to you if you're talking to an adult. So let me ask you a question. What is it that you can afford on a monthly payment to enroll in our basic beginners program? Now they're going to give you a number. Now, I can't tell you the amount of times when I've spoken to somebody about a program, and our leadership program was like $149 a month, £149 a month 15 years ago. And people would go, I really, really can't afford it, or this is too much money. And we'd sell programs. So we were selling a £7,000 program, $7,000 program, $11,000 CIT program. I can't count the amount of times that I would anticipate them saying, oh, I can't afford 149, I can do 79, or I can do 59. The amount of people that would often say, I can't do 149, but I may be able to do 140. I may be able to do 130 a month. Is that possible? I said, well, look, what we can do is just push the program over one more month. Would that make sense? Oh, that'd make sense. Great, okay. Now all I need you to do, ma'am, is just okay here and here. Congratulations, welcome on board. Now how should I take care of that? Cash, check or card? Do they even use checks anymore? My point is, folks, once they have come into your martial arts school, there's only one or two things they're going to say to you, yes or no. Listen, the be backs don't be back. You know that. So don't waste your time, effort, and energy even chasing and follow them up. Although it's so automated these days, it's even easier to do that. But the bottom line is, you're there to close the business. You're there to enroll. They're not coming to have a looky-loo. They are coming to enroll in your program. And it is your absolute duty to make sure that they commit or make a commitment. Because you know what will happen? If they don't commit to your program and spend £100 a month or whatever it is, the cost that you're charging for your martial arts business, they are going to go down the street, walk by a video shop and buy some stupid dumbass video game or some stupid new phone or gadget that you know isn't going to really help them. You know, unless your name's Mark Zuckerberg, in which case that's a whole different world. So there we have it, folks. Here's how you get to close everybody in the business. And before you comment or say anything like, well, come on, Master Charles, what if they say £10 a month? Well, if you've done an intro that poorly, that they look at you square in the eye and say, we can only afford £10 a month, you're probably in the wrong business. You haven't created any level or sense of value. You probably don't even have a personal analysis, by the way, which comes with most, if not all, of our programs. This is the K30X personalities. 55,000 fitness memberships sold in 12 months in the Philippines using this exact format. And we actually have one custom. We have a thing called the Magic PA, which is a revamp of this for your kids and your adults. What a phenomenal little tool. All training is done. All you have to do is read it. You can literally get the idiot sheet card and read it out loud as he takes you through all the steps with the person that you are in front of to basically enroll them in your program. Again, we don't sign them up, we enroll them. They don't sign a contract, they enroll on an agreement. And actually, I do believe contracts are null and void these days. Not worth the paper they're written on, pretty much. Because there's plenty of other ways to enroll a student and make sure they pay for their programs and pay for them faster. Well, that's all from me, Lee Childs, the Martial Arts Success Guy. So don't forget that question. Well, Mrs. Prospect, Mr. Prospect, just before we go, I'm kind of curious. What is it you think you can afford? And then shut up and listen. So there you have it, folks. Make sure you're using a personal analysis taken for a proper introductory program. You haven't got one? I know somebody that has. Click on the links below. Take care. As always, keep training, keep smiling, and keep signing those students up. Peace out. Love to you all. And be safe out there, folks. Take care. Come on.